Today I'm going to take you on a little journey with me and do a little behind the scenes video. So this is the guest room at my house, and this is where all of the recording magic goes down. Usually I record in front of that wall right there because it's the only like pretty open, clean white space. It's a bed in here, but I usually try to make sure that the bed doesn't show up. An old makeup table here. So in addition to using it for, my coffee and my props, I also will use it. So when I set up the cubicles for them, that is the table that I used. Usually you only see me from the waist up. Down below, I can pretty much have on anything. As you can see today, I'm wearing these very comfy, cozy pants and comfy socks. So yeah, that's how I keep it simple. So everybody has this black turtleneck with the black scarf. And then we come over here and have everybody's costume just kind of out here. And so this is Bill. He has the hat and the glasses. Everybody has glasses. This is going to be Chuck. Of course, there's Pete. Here's Brenda right there. This is Kim. So it has the glasses right there. And then this is, of course, Tina. And so then I just pull this out, and usually it just makes it a little easier if I have them all kind of spread out here on the bed like that. Okay, I always have my laptop up here, my phone and things like that. And then the way that I record is I have these numbers. So the numbers correspond to the different, let me see if I can show this to you without showing you too much information. So when I do the script for each week, there's numbers that go with each person's name. And so if I'm going to do a recording for, let's say, Chuck, then I know that Chuck is 1, 7, whatever the case is. And what that does is it allows me to edit the video pretty quickly, because then I know exactly who comes in what order. But when I record everybody's portion all at once. So when I put on Chuck's outfit, then I'm going to be going through my pre-written script, and we're going to be finding all the places where Chuck shows up, and I'm going to be doing all of his parts. So we're about to start recording. You'll see a little bit behind the scenes here with I'm going to set up my phone so you can get a little bit of that. So what I was doing here was trying to do a little bit of blocking. So before I decided who I was going to record first, I wanted to see exactly where I wanted to record them. Then it was time to figure out who was going to record first. And I decided to go with Pete because Pete only had 2 parts in this one, and then Bill only had 2 parts. And so I tried to do some of the easier ones the quickest. And then I moved on to Chuck, and I try to make sure that I am setting it up where everybody has like a different kind of background if possible to make it make sense. And then here I just did Brenda and Kim, and just really kind of going through all of their different parts. The other thing that I'm doing in between takes for different characters is I'm resetting everything. So here you see me reorganizing the numbers so that I can get all the numbers back where they need to be. So when it came time to record for Tina, who actually has a huge part in this next episode, then all of her numbers would be available so that I could show them to the camera. Because when I put all of the videos together, what I look for is that number that I show to the camera in the beginning, and then I can organize all of the videos in order when it comes time to edit. And that's how I keep it simple. Okay, that's a wrap. We just wrapped this week's episode, and so that was probably one of the longest ones that I've ever done as far as different parts go. I'm still dressed as Tina Bina, and yeah, I'm hot. It's hot in here. My jab is falling. Okay, let me put back on my glasses, and I'm just gonna go ahead and start to reorganize my numbers. Basically what I do is I end the day by resetting all the numbers, which is what I'm doing now. It's just putting them back in order. And then I have this tub that I keep everything in, and that way I don't leave this space dirty. I can kind of quickly and easily reset the space so that, if like, let's say a guest comes to stay, I don't have to worry about like trying to get all of my stuff out of the way. It depends on where I want the setting to be. So when I'm planning an episode, usually one of the things that I try to do is not only, create the script and create all of those different pieces to the puzzle, I also like to figure out where I want the location to be. This location for this episode is kind of more like a break room type situation because I am like a one-woman show and this is like my house that I live in. I don't have like a studio where I'm recording this stuff. And I am conscious of the fact that I don't want to disrupt the space where my family lives and things like that to do this recording. So I try to keep it as minimal as possible when I can. And so make my life easier, make everything easier. It's a good one. Hopefully, I think you will like it. And I will see you back here on Thursday when I will launch this week's episode. Thanks for joining. Bye.